Hello and welcome to another episode of the On Deck Circle, presented to you by FantasyOnDeck.com, where we do the research
So
you
don't
have
to.
Did we just have a moment?
I think so.
Nice. All right, so this week we will be having a buy or sell segment, not to be confused with a buy low or sell high, but instead we're going to introduce a few topics.
And if we agree with this topic, we will buy it. If we disagree, we sell it.
But before then, here are some news and notes.
Six-time All-Star Braves catcher Brian McCann will be activated off the DL on Monday. You don't want to start him right away, but going forward, he can be a viable catcher option. Phillies starting pitcher Roy Halladay may see a DL stint of his own, and right now that's probably the best case scenario for him and your fantasy team. White Sox starting pitcher Jake Peavy may have to go on the disabled list after being scratched once again with back spasms. That now gives Chris Sale a double start this week. Back to you, Frank and Mike. Thanks, Mike.
Well, the first topic that we have today is Ervin Santana. Do you buy or sell that he will be a number 3 starting pitcher in fantasy baseball for the rest of the season? For those who don't know, a number 3 would be like a middle of the rotation guy on your team, and if for example, if you're in a 12-team league, he would be in the top 36 of starting pitchers. So, Mike, do you buy or sell Ervin Santana will be a number 3 starting pitcher for the rest of the season?
I buy. I think that the transition to Kansas City really did him well. I think he has 200 strikeout potentials. His ERA is not going to stay where it's at. I think maybe he'll get up to 3. I think he can maintain that. And if he gets those numbers, then he'll be a real good addition. How about you?
I'm on the borderline right here, but I'm going to have to sell it. I think he could be a number 4, like a really good number 4. He has a career ERA of 4.28, and I think at some point things are going to even out. He's not going to, right now his ERA is a solid 2, and at some point it's going to rise a little bit, but I do think he's a pretty good option, just not a number 3. That's a little bit too high for me. But
consistency has always been his issue.
Yeah, it's true.
Our next topic is R.A. Dickey this year's version of Tim Lincecum from last season? What do you think?
Well, R.A. Dickey has been pretty bad so far, and I don't think he's really ever going to get back to the Cy Young player that we saw last year. But Tim Lincecum was so bad last year. Personally, as an owner, I had Tim Lincecum, and wow, those days were not good. But R.A. Dickey, I think, pitching in the AL East, in Toronto, in that dome, they have the turf, so I mean, it's all like not good things for him. If he puts together a few good starts, I would personally go out and try to trade him. I don't think he's as bad as Tim Lincecum as last year, but I'm not completely sold on R.A. Dickey getting back to where he was. How about you?
I'm a lot more optimistic. I actually think the dome helps him because knuckleballers pitch better in a controlled environment. But his Ks are down. Everyone knew that was going to happen from last season. But his walk rate is really high compared to his last few seasons. His home run rate is up. He was a good pitcher even before last year. He was consistent. I think right now he's just struggling to adjust. He's struggling with the pressure of a contract maybe. I do think eventually he'll figure it out and turn it around. He's not going to be what we saw last year, but he's not going to be Tim Lincecum from last season.
Yeah, I think we could both agree on that. The next topic is, do you buy or sell Dexter Fowler as a top 25 outfielder for the rest of the season? What do you think, Mike?
I'm selling that. I know his walk rate is up from previous seasons and his strikeout rate is down, but his home run to fly ball ratio is 33%, and that's going to be very hard to maintain. I see him as a good option, probably a number 3 starting outfielder. I think he should steal some more bases, but that's it. How about you?
I'm actually going to buy this. Dexter Fowler, I mean, he's always had this potential. The thing is, I agree with you with the home runs. I think they're going to go down. But, I mean, he still does play in Colorado, so there's a chance, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a career high for him this year. But I think he can maintain it. I also think he should steal more bases as well, but hitting in that Rockies lineup, it's a great lineup. He's gonna produce runs no matter what. And as long as all of them stay healthy and he stays healthy as well, I think he could produce as a top 25 outfielder for the rest of the season. The last and final topic is Jean Segura. The guy is red hot right now in head-to-head scoring formats. He's the second best shortstop in the league, behind only Troy Tulowitzki. So, buy or sell. Do you think Jean Segura can remain a top 5 shortstop for the rest of the season?
I'm going to have to sell. Not because I think he's not good, but top 5 I think is a little too high. I think he's a rookie. He's eventually going to hit a slump. Maybe he'll get tired out at the end of the year. But I think I can name 5 shortstops who I think are going to finish with better numbers than Segura. How about you?
Yeah, I have to agree with you on all those points. I'm selling this. He was the centerpiece of that trade for Zach Greinke a couple years ago. But the thing is, like you said, he is a rookie, and you have to almost expect that. Like, he's going to regress at some point. He's really, like, playing out of his mind good right now. He does have the potential to steal a lot of bases, as he stole 50 in a season in the minors once before. But the power numbers, I don't think he's going to maintain anything like that. But he is a very good option. Just top 5, I'm not buying that right now.
All those steals, he must have some dirty feet.
That's right.
Gotta clean them.
Sorry for the shortage of faces this week, but Philip Watson, a.k.a. Bip, is still recovering from last night.
He's our fantasy shame of the week.
As always, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at FantasyOnDeck.
Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, make sure to check out the site, new logo,
and new stories. It's been real. Stay classy, fantasy owners.